something new. I never done it. I love meeting new people, and I thought the weather was really something which convinced me.
It looked like an environment where people can actually get work done, get inspired by others.
I've been lately working mostly from home, so we don't meet that many people, and it's a great way to meet new people from around the world. So
it's actually better for Barry. I came because Barry made me.
Why did I come to Coworking Camp? So Turkey is somewhere I've always wanted to be, and the timing was really good for me, because I was looking for an environment where I can get a lot of work done, with a lot of the admin of life goes away, cooking and cleaning and so on. But I also get to hang out with cool people, so I can be productive and have fun.
I have many reasons for coming to Coworking Camp. One of them is I actually did a program really similar to this called Startup Abroad in Indonesia in 2012 with 10 entrepreneurs and 2 weeks. And also Matthias found me on the internet and just asked if I wanted to come and participate, and I thought, why not? It's something that I wanted to dedicate a lot of time and energy to previously. So, and it's also something that I'll continue to be interested in is the future of work and people working remotely and collaboration and building a community. And I think that community can actually be built anywhere at any time. So it's just a matter of having the right ingredients, and I think the right ingredients are here. So.
I loved the idea of Coworking Camp when I first read about it on somewhere on the internet. I don't even know where I heard about it first. But I loved the idea of meeting up with other people, like-minded people, traveling people from different countries, different areas of business, getting together at one place, getting away from winter weather in Europe, and just spending an awesome time with awesome people.
I decided to come to Coworking Camp because we've created our companies in a way that we are location independent, but I haven't really taken advantage of it yet. So I decided to try out how it would feel to be 5 weeks away from the normal environment, and if I get anything done. And so far I've get things done, and I've really enjoyed it here, because it's been, as you can probably see, the sun is pretty good and people are awesome.
Viv found it online and applied. I just thought it sounded really cool, and it's actually been even better than I thought. I wanted to meet more people because we travel a lot by ourselves, and as much as we get on, it's nice to have other company. The idea of living in a hotel sounded great, and it has been. Weather as well, wanted some nice weather. Basically I just wanted to meet people, do some work, and have an environment where we could do fun, interesting stuff.
So Matthias emailed me, so I think he must have discovered me somehow. It sounded interesting. I mean, I like the idea of co-working. I'm not sure the co-working spaces I've seen, there's very few that do it well, I think. So the thought of a co-working camp was quite interesting. The thought of, staying and working with a bunch of people in the sun and lots of noisy birds sounded appealing. So yeah, I think, it just sounded like an interesting experiment to me. And yeah, again, having just said what I said about the desire to travel more and mix work and travel, it sounded like an interesting idea. And so yeah, I think, and partly as well, I'm conscious of there's a lot of distraction where I work in terms of people, and which is great distraction, but obviously a distraction itself. So the thought of maybe getting away, working solely on a couple of things, was quite appealing really, to see am I more productive in an environment like this than I am when I've got more sort of familiar settings.
That's really difficult to answer, because I don't remember how I found it, but I was quite unsure to come here, and because I don't like planning, this just happened like everything else.
I decided to come here because I'm a very good friend of Matthias, or Matthias is a very good friend of mine, and it's also because I'd like to meet new people, and the people here are very nice.
I don't like winter. I'm a kind of snowbird, therefore I try to escape Europe during the winter season, and I like to network, get in touch with people from all over the world, and that's the perfect place.
I normally work in Salzburg. Salzburg is a really beautiful city, but in the winter it's kind of rainy and dark and kind of not a very nice area to be around. So I thought, why don't we go to a place where we have sun, where we have interesting people, and where we can grow our business together. And this is how I decided to start Coworking Camp.
I think the main thing were the other people and a possibility to have a co-working office for a moment, because we've been now traveling for almost 2 years, and that means we've been just working alone with my husband mostly, and I'm sometimes very much missing the community and other people around to work with. So I think that was the main reason, and that's what we certainly got here. It's been very good.
Well, most of my work are overseas. I don't travel much, but most of my clients are overseas. But I never talked to someone face to face. So one of the main purposes of coming to co-working camp is to meet co-working people who are used to work in co-working spaces, and practice my English, as my English speech is not that good. I can learn, write, and listen well. I understand English well, but speaking is like hard for me. And once I came here and spent time with the wonderful people in this camp, I learned a lot of things I didn't even imagine about them. And I think I have now, when I go home, I think I have a lot of positive energy and positive thoughts that I can continue on.
It was something new for me. I never heard about co-working before, and I thought, why not try it?
What is the main thing?
I saw the poster in the co-working space I was working at that time, and it sounds interesting to me, being in the sun, working with people, meeting other people. I always liked the social part about a co-working space, so I saw the idea and thought, oh yeah, there are other people, you're not working on your own while you're in the sun, and that was a nice idea, so I came here.
Because we worked very hard in the last couple of years, but always alone in our own office, and I really liked the idea of getting feedback about our work, about problems we had, and also that it was in November when the weather is very bad in Germany, so I could work here all day like in Germany, but in the free time, instead of sitting at home when it rains, I'm here outside and the sun is shining.
Actually, I love traveling, okay, and this was an opportunity for me to discover a new country. The other thing is I really like to meet people that share the same mentality as me, because back in my country it's not very common to find the digital nomads or freelancers. It's kind of rare. So I came here for the people, to meet new people that are somehow same as me, and have deep conversations with them, change our ideas. I really like being exposed to different cultures, and I was sure this will happen here because, a lot of people from different countries are here. I was hoping to finish some work, but this didn't happen because it's much fun here, there is a lot of activities you do every day, and so that's it.
I decided to come to Coworking Camp. First, Antalya was really nice place. I've heard about it, I've never been to. Second, the weather was good. And third was to meet with like-minded individuals and finish my job here as well as my book.
I think having other people around Hang on. We're often quite reluctant to go out and explore and do things in the cities that we come to. Like sometimes it'll just feel like you should be working all the time when you're a digital nomad. So having a bunch of other people around who are saying, let's go for a hike, or let's go for a day trip, or that kind of thing is really cool. And being able to move out of the space where you sort of live and into the space where you work is actually a big bonus as well, because often you sort of end up sitting and working in bed or at your dining room table, and that can be not that conducive to actually getting a lot of work done.